Monster Truck fans, welcome to the Plateau Arena for your July 12th event coverage. 2 days ago, event 13, we got a brand new series points leader, and that is Gravedigger. We're giving him a special intro for this event. He is 2 points ahead of El Toro Loco and 3 points ahead of Megalodon in the series points chase. Going into our first competition, it is time racing, with your first competitor up being Megalodon. Let's see what lane he decides to go in. It looks like he is lining up for the closer lane. Up on top of the racing lane. We went for a bit of a camo scheme for this pod. We used all of our blue spray paint. Had to get more of the green. Megalodon is staged. And speaking of green, he is off for the first time racing pass of the night. Bit of a slow second corner there. Kind of washes out. Oh, and he smacks the tree. Has to reverse it. And over the racing lane of 14.10 seconds for Megalodon's first pass in time racing. He's got one more on the far side of the pod. Gotta make sure he's lined up proper here. He's gotta make sure he's between that box and the side of the ski ramp. He is off over the racing lane. Bit of a slow first corner, but he picks it up. Getting real close to the wall there, and oh, he went too wide. That final corner rips it kind of on the side of the out of bounds grass. 0.07 seconds slower on his second lap. That 14.10 is going to be Megalodon's official time for time racing. Your second competitor out for time racing, it is the black and green wrecking machine. Gravedigger is up next, your new series seasons points leader. He is going to be starting in the same lane that Megalodon did. Let's see if he'll be able to get a faster time. Let's see, he thought he was staged there, had to reverse, back up. And he is off for the first pass of time racing. And already has to check up, reverse a little bit. Going into the second corner, much better. Wish he could have carried a little bit more speed through that second to last straightaway. But with 12.23 seconds for Gravedigger, he currently has the lead so far, but let's see if he can get an even faster time on the far lane for his second pass. Staged very quickly there, and we have green. Very slow. Oh, and he gets stuck the same spot Megalodon did before the finish line on that side of the track as well. A very wide final turn, but still. And hey, a 14.02 seconds for Gravedigger. That is still faster than Megalodon, so a little bit of overkill there. We're going to keep the 12.23 seconds for Gravedigger, and he will take the lead. With that, we've got one more left for time racing, and it is El Toro Loco. Only 2 points behind in the series seasons points. Still very plausible for him to make a comeback in this very event. He is staged and he is off for his first pass. Each truck chose the closer lane first. Oh, and El Toro Loco slams right into the box. I think that is the biggest turning box hit we have had all season so far. Absolutely no stopping him there. That is going to be a DNF. He will not cross the finish line. He will just start to stage for his next pass. He is staged and ready to go, and we are going to go out and move that turning box. Back in position for El Toro Loco. He is off, up and over the racing lane. A nice corner. Beautiful second corner coming in to the final corner. Absolutely powered through all the way to the end. And a 10.12. What a comeback. After a DNF his first pass, El Toro Loco is your racing winner. An absolutely great job. He wants that series lead back so bad, and that proved it right there. A great start to the event for El Toro Loco. After racing, we are going to be moving right into our skills competition with Gravedigger starting us off. He's going to want to really push himself today in skills, especially now that El Toro Loco has won time racing. And it looks like he wants to get up onto the pod to go for a reverse popper, but he is struggling to get up on it. Ended up just spinning the tires, whipping up a ton of dust. Let's see if third time's the charm. He is able to get up onto the pod. And he is going to go for a reverse popper. One skills win on the season. Up, and he didn't get the elevation that he wanted, but he still did get something out of that. I think that will count as a successful attempt for Gravedigger. And it looks like he is lining up now the other way for his second and final attempt. Up and over the side of the back of the ski ramp into a bicycle. That is not what I was expecting at all from that attempt. And a 7 flat, a huge score in skills to start us off. I know he is going to be very happy if he is able to get his second skills win of the season actually with that reverse popper as one of his attempts. Megalodon is your second competitor up for our skills competition. Let's see what he's going to do. It looks like he is going to go for the side of the pod. That sheer wall there. Oh, man, and an absolutely brutal hit on the front end to attempt a sky wheelie. But you know what? Props to him for trying something different. I don't know if anyone else. Oh! We'll try it. He goes for the same move on the other side, an even steeper wall. And it pays off enough for second place, a 6.125 for Megalodon. And our last competitor up for the skills challenge is El Toro Loco. He went last in time racing and he won. Let's see if he's able to do it in skills as well. It looks like he is going to be going for the reverse popper as well. He hasn't attempted many of these this season. He's been pretty much mainly a sky wheelie guy with a couple of bicycles. Let's see how this turns out for him. These drivers, they have a long run up on the pod. Here we go, making sure he's straight, and there he goes. He got more of a kick on the rear end than he did the front end. That is not what you want when going for a reverse popper. An unfortunate attempt for El Toro Loco. And now he is going to line up for a bicycle, his second and final attempt. Ready to rock. Got that angle right there. Let's see. Oh, here he goes! Up and over! Ends it on the side of the ski ramp. I think he might have actually had some front steering issues going into that bicycle. A 3.625 for El Toro Loco with that mechanical struggle there. That'll put him in last place, and your skills winner is Gravedigger. And now it is time for overall after 2, where we go through your overall event standings after 2 competitions. On this track style, we will not have halftime, so it is right into overall after 2, and Gravedigger is in the lead so far. Your series points leader, continuing the dominance into this event. Gravedigger second in racing and first in skills, his first skills win of the season, where he had that reverse popper as one of his attempts. I know that he's happy with that. And El Toro Loco in second place, first in racing, but unfortunately last in skills. He's still got a shot at the overall with freestyle though, and Megalodon in last place is going to need Gravedigger to get last in freestyle, and he is going to need to get first in freestyle if Megalodon wants to get the overall, but it's still not out of reach. Last in racing, unfortunately, had two bad, either he hit the tree the first lap and then he had to reverse on the other. But let's see who can make up the ground and take it all in freestyle. El Toro Loco is your first one out for freestyle, starting off with a huge leap off the backside of the ski ramp. Now going for the racing lane over the pod, comboing it to the other one on the far side. Making his way around the track. These trucks have 90 seconds to fill on track style 3. Reversing for the far side diagonal, comboing it off of the racing lane. That was a great move by El Toro Loco. Now up the ski ramp and across the pod. And he is cross-threading over it. Drops the truck sideways off of the pod, now comboing it from the diagonal to that wall by the close racing lane. Now up and over the backside of the ski ramp again, getting more big air. Over the racing lane, keeps the truck on the side across the diagonal. 15 seconds left for El Toro Loco, lining up for the side of the ski ramp. He's going to go right on top of it, able to reverse off. I think he might have time for one more move. He does not. And that is it for El Toro Loco. He fills the time, and a 9.193 for El Toro Loco. A big score to start it off. Your next competitor out is Megalodon. He was able to get second in the skills competition, and he went second out. Let's see if the same result will come from freestyle, as he absolutely rockets over the racing lane to start, goes off of the diagonal, hits that combo that El Toro Loco did, even bigger. Is going to hit a bit of a burnout, reversing up, lining up for the far side diagonal. What a turnaround that was! That is how you keep the momentum. Absolutely crazy shifting work from Megalodon, and right there off of the backside of that ski ramp, that is what messed him up last freestyle at event 13. Goes up on top of the pod, reverses off of it, kicking up dust all over the place. We have a very, very dusty, very slick track today. Megalodon going right across the track to the other side, gets a little hung up right on the side of the racing lane there. I think he's lined up for a bicycle right now. Oh, he just doesn't get a big enough hit on that little lip there. Now up over the ski ramp. 15 seconds left for Megalodon. Going for that bicycle again. Still is not able to get it. He just goes right across that diagonal now. Up in a huge sky wheelie on the side of the ski ramp, reversing across the pod, comboing it. And that'll be it for his freestyle. A 9.067, so incredibly close. but Megalodon not quite enough. Second place. And we're going to take a look at the replay to see some of these moves. Look at this combo right across. That was great. Now up and over on top of the pod. And a nice step off of it right there. Look at this turnaround. The turning of the axles and the shifting to go from reverse to forward right into the ski ramp. That was incredibly skillful footwork and hand over hand from Megalodon. Now right here, going for a big sky wheelie up onto the ski ramp. A great run from Megalodon, just unfortunately not enough. He had just a little bit of a dry spot there where he didn't hit any obstacles in the run, a couple laps around the track, and I think that is what hindered him. And we've got your series seasons points leader up last for freestyle. The Crazy Bull is in first. Let's see if Gravedigger can take it from him. Starting off with a hit on the ski ramp across the pod. Reverses, goes for the diagonal, combos it down the ramp. On the other side, now across the pod. Trying to keep up the momentum here. Absolutely stuffs it right into the side of it. He is able to keep going. No visible damage from the front end there. Looks like the truck's still running good. And up right off the backside of the ski ramp for Gravedigger. Almost gets a bicycle right there. Off of the diagonal on the far side. Speaking of, he's going to reverse and go for it. Goes for a reverse popper off of it. Doesn't get it, so he backs up. Goes for it again. Combos it right to the backside of that ski ramp. Let's see, reversing over. 20 seconds left for Gravedigger. Let's see if he can add some wow factor moves to hopefully keep his series points lead. Going over the racing lane, cross-threading, across the pod, reversing over the far side racing lane, and he goes for the side of the step-up. Looks like he was going for the bicycle. He has filled the time. This is all still counting as the last move. Right there, and I think we'll see the score shortly for Gravedigger. And oh, a bicycle after the scores were in, a 9.035. If he had done that 5-10 seconds earlier, he might have gotten it. Just barely in third place. These, I'll have to double check, but these might be the closest freestyle scores we have had all season. Look at that bicycle on the replay, an absolute beauty, but unfortunately after the scores were already in, and now your freestyle results, look at these, all within 0.2 of a point. El Toro Loco with a 9.193 wins freestyle. He gets 5 points. Megalodon with a 9.067 gets second in freestyle. He gets 3 points. And Gravedigger, our newest series points leader, gets last in freestyle. And I think that might have cost him the overall event win. But you know what? We got an encore for you Monster Truck fans. El Toro Loco, your freestyle winner, is up first over the racing lane to start off the encore. A little bit of a burnout right on that corner there. I think we're going to have to refurbish all of the tops of all of these ramps after this event. They are so worn down from just how dry this track has been all throughout this event. Let's see if he will end it on top of the pod there. No, he is able to get off of it, and he is going to keep on keeping on. lining up for that landing ramp. Doesn't get as much air as I thought he would right off of that. Now just slings the dirt over and cross threads across the pod. And it looks like he is going to bring that truck up on top of our pod and leave it there for the rest of the encore. A great job from El Toro Loco. We'll see if he was able to regain the season series points lead after we go through our overall event results. Gravedigger is up next for your encore. He got one hit off the close side racing lane, and it looks like he is stuck doing a burnout on the far side racing lane. That is it for Gravedigger's encore. I'd say 1.5 hits there, and Megalodon is out, bicycling across the face of the close side diagonal. Does a bit of a burnout on top of the pod, slinging this dust and chalky paint we have on the track all over the sky. Giving you Monster Truck fans a little bit more taste of destruction as they tear up the paint on this pod. That is going to be it for your encore. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, but don't go away just yet, because we have your overall event standings. El Toro Loco is your overall event winner with 5 points in racing, 1 point in skills. He got last in skills. I thought that he was done for the night, but he comes back and he wins freestyle, being the first truck out for the overall event win. He gets 11 points. He will make it back to the top spot, and we will see in your season's point standings if he is able to climb up to that first or if he'll stay in second. Gravedigger, second overall, second in racing, first in skills, great skills performance. Megalodon, last place overall. And El Toro Loco will bring it back. He is back like he never left in the overall season standings point spot. With this event, El Toro Loco now has one overall event win more than Gravedigger. That is the deciding factor, the tiebreaker currently, because El Toro Loco and Gravedigger are tied in points right now. Because El Toro Loco has more overall event points, he is your series leader. El Toro Loco with 126, Gravedigger with 126, and Megalodon with 121, only 5 points behind both of them. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on this video to support the channel, and we will see you next time, next week, with more event coverage.